Hey guys, welcome to this week's TTM autograph haul. This is Sunday's video. On Wednesday, I did a how-to TTM autograph submission video, how I do it, little tips and tricks of what I've learned from people and what I've seen over the years at work, or over the 9 months actually at work. So I got a lot of great feedback from it. Some people are going to, they've even added in the comments like, hey, I do this and this. So that's awesome. Another thing that I missed in there, sometimes I used to put like Scotch tape on the kind of the edges of just a little bit. So that way they don't bust open like this one. I'll explain, I'll explain what this one is. This is kind of unique. The top one on my stack. I like doing that. It took me a little while to kind of figure out what all I wanted to show because I don't know how to edit. I don't know. I have to do everything in one big recording thing. I don't know how to slice things together. If I did, I think these videos would take way too long and try to do as much as I can on these videos. So maybe I'm glad I don't know how to do all that stuff because I would add little things here and there, maybe some explosions sometimes or something. But anyway, we got 10 for the week. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to add. Hope everyone had a great New Year's and you guys are staying safe out there. I know there's a lot of like ice going on, kind of a couple states below me, kind of. Luckily, it didn't come up to northern Indiana, but we get enough of that stuff anyway normally. So let's get started here. All right, we got Jefferson, Georgia. Let me squeeze this here real quick. 10 of 3, 14 days. We got Mike McCoy. I only sent 3 cards, and he stuffed so much stuff in here that the envelope exploded on 3 sides, and the post office had to put it one of those, like, oops baggies, like, oh, I'm sorry, something happened. But luckily, I think everything was in there. But yeah. We got Mike McCoy. We've got a 72 tops here, 73, and a 75. Then he added a bunch of these custom cards. Some are different sizes, but it has kind of what he did back here on the back. So, some are larger than the others. It's very cool though. I really, really appreciate he added all this stuff, and he inscribed both of these here, these index cards, with when he played and what his numbers were, or what numbers he wore, I believe is what those are, and then a Bible scripture. He is 76 years old. Played from 70 to 80 for the Packers, Raiders, Giants, and Lions. He was the 2nd overall pick in the 1970 draft, right behind Terry Bradshaw. He was a chaplain for the Atlanta Braves for a while, and he was an All-American in 1969 for Notre Dame. I mentioned I grew up, within driving distance to Notre Dame there. I think about 45 minutes or so, and maybe he really enjoyed his time at Notre Dame, so he really loaded up my envelope. I mean, I've got bunch of Notre Dame fans in the family and friends and stuff, so I can, they'll enjoy those too, a lot of the extras. So I want to thank him for that. He went above and beyond what I was expecting. Marlton, New Jersey. I'm using a little silver paint marker today. I think I like it. 4 of 3, 9 days. I forgot there was a little inscripted index card on here. Joe Scarpati. We've got 2 1971 cards. Then I think this is a 1967 Philadelphia card. I did not know anything about like Philadelphia cards before I started doing TTMs. I just thought NFL had tops forever, but they had some, I think it was like maybe from like 65 through 68. This Philadelphia group made these cards. So they're pretty cool. I think this is the first one I've got back signed. I have sent off a couple. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. And then he wrote, thanks for, I think is remembering. And he autographed this index card. Mr. Scarpati is 81 years old, played from 64 to 71 for the Packers, Vikings, Eagles, and Saints. Over 96 games in his career, he had 25 interceptions and 3 defensive touchdowns. So very happy to get that back. All right, we got Glen Arm, Maryland. 3 of 3, 16 days. We got Rick Volk. We have a 74, 72, and a 70. What? 71? I get for some reason. I think it's the multicolored thing where he was like an all-star that year. Kind of threw me off. Mr. Volk is 79 years old. Played from 67 to 78 for the Colts, Giants, and Dolphins. He was a Super Bowl V champion, NFL champion in 1968, which he played. Which means that they went to the Super Bowl, but they didn't win. I think was that Super Bowl 6 or 4 or something. But he was also 3-time All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, and he had 38 interceptions in his career. I think Mr. Volk. I'm a Colts fan, but it's kind of weird writing some of these guys who played in Baltimore because honestly, the Colts have been in Indianapolis for almost my entire life. So I do write about the Colts, but I'm a fan, but then I say I've kind of researched them, and I wish that the Colts would honor some more teams and players from that era. It just seems like they just don't do that as a team now. But luckily the Ravens do a lot of that stuff. But I still would like the Colts to bring in some guys and honor them a little more. So we got Fresno, California. 3 of 3, 16 days. Got Jim Merlot. I got a 74, 78, and 75. Mr. Merlot is 73 years old. Played from 73 to 79 for the Saints. He was a solid starter, but the Saints were pretty rough during this time. They didn't rack up a whole lot of wins, and look, I love these 75 cards. It's a little cartoony banner down there, even though a lot of photography of the 75s are kind of pretty bad, but I just like the outer borders and really like them. Metairie, Louisiana. 3 of 3, 23 days. Got Greg Barbaro. I got a 78? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. 79 or 81? 79 and 83. Mr. Barbaro is 70 years old, played from 76 to 83 for the Chiefs, and he played one season in the USFL in 1984 for the New Jersey Generals. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, Chiefs Hall of Famer. You can see right here, you can describe that. He had, for his career, he had 39 interceptions, 10 fumble recoveries, 3 defensive touchdowns. And from what I understand, he's I think he is still today, but he has at one point been a Saints uniform inspector for all the home games. He may still be today, but yeah, there was someone that I got back a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned that they were the Ravens uniform inspectors, and I said, I just sent out some guy that does it for another team. This is the guy that I was thinking about. So that's, very cool that NFL uses some former players to do that. All right, we got Lake Bluff, Illinois. 3 of 3, 24 days. We got Mike Hartenstein. This is an 84, right? I don't send too many of those out. Yeah, 84. We have an 80 and an 83. Of course, I love these 83s signed. Mr. Hartenstein is 71 years old. Played from 75 to 87 for the Bears and Vikings. He was a member of Super Bowl 20, which means he's a member of the 85 Bears. He was named on the 100 greatest Bears of all time. He was a 1975 All-Rookie Team member, and he was the oldest person on the 85 Bears, our oldest player on the 85 Bears. And in his career, he had 55 total sacks, 77 fumble recoveries, 17. Oh my God, 77. And 2 defensive touchdowns. So I'm racking up some cool Bears here lately. I did like the Bears when I was really younger because I was, I don't know, I think 5 years old when the 85 Bears won the Super Bowl, something like that. So I was really into the Super Bowl shuffle, and they played some charity basketball team at my local school, and I forget who came. I think maybe like Emory Moorhead, and like they had some big star. I don't think it was Richard Dent, but yeah, I remember that growing up. But Alpharetta, Georgia, 3 of 3, 52 days. By the way, if you have any questions about the addresses, go to Sports Card Forum. They'll be there because I would have added them by now. It's because I would have sent them out already. So Randy Cross got an 82, 1980, and an 83. Mr. Cross is 70 years old, played from 76 to 88, all for the 49ers, 3-time Super Bowl champ, 3-time first team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, member of the College Football Hall of Fame. When he played his college, played in college at UCLA, and some people my age and younger probably know him more for calling football games. He called games for CBS for years and years, from the time that he retired through, I think it was the early 2000s off and on. So he's a member of some great Niner teams. Mooresville, North Carolina. 1 of 1, 8 days, $5. Racking up some more 87 tops. We got Frank Viola. Mr. Viola is 64 years old, played from 82 to 96, played for the Twins, Mets, Red Sox, Reds, and Blue Jays. 3-time All-Star, 1987 World Series champ. He won the World Series MVP that year as well. AL Cy Young in 1988, member of the Twins Hall of Fame. And after he retired, he was a long-time minor league and indie league coach. I believe he still does to this day. So very cool. Love this. Looks great. Thank you, Mr. Viola, for that. Gresham, Oregon. 2 of 2, 23 days. We got June Jones. All right, we got, I think this is 81. Is that what that is? Or no, 79 and 80. June Jones is 71 years old, played from 77 to 81 for the Falcons. He was more well known as a coach. He was a college coach from 99 to 2014 for Hawaii, and then SMU later on. He did the run and shoot offense when he was a coach. Colt Brennan broke some records at Hawaii when he was the coach and leading that team down there. He was also a head coach of the Atlanta Falcons from 94 to 96. He had a pretty famous run-in with Jeff George on the sideline during that time. Yeah, I always loved watching June Jones coaching college teams. Can barely speak. They seemed like they would always air them real late at night on Saturdays on ESPN. But yeah, they'd always rack up a bunch of passing yards. And it's the last one of the week. Graham, Texas. 3 of 3, 13 days. We got Jerry Logan. We have a 72, a 71, and this is a 70? I believe this is a 70 tops. I could be wrong, but yeah, it looks pretty cool though. I love it. I think this is my first. I'm trying to think. This might be my first 70 card signed. I know I've sent off a few, but I don't remember if I got any of those back. But Mr. Logan is 83 years old, played his entire career for the Baltimore Colts. He was a member of the Super Bowl V champion team. He was also an NFL champion in 1968. 3-time Pro Bowler. He caught he picked off the final pass of Super Bowl V in the final play of the game to seal the win for the Colts. So, all right, that's it for the week. We only got 10 for the week. Hopefully we'll have bigger numbers coming after the new year. I have been sending a ton out. So I just want to thank everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your favorite return of the week. Some guys that you're going to send out yourself. Or if you just have any questions about any of the returns I've gotten in the past or anything else you can think of. I just want to thank everyone for watching and doing all that stuff. This has been fun to do this. Doing it twice a week's a little bit hectic because usually midweek I have some other things I'm kind of busy, but it's been working out great so far. So I want to wish everyone a happy new year, and I will see you on Wednesday.